Yes, it's another time that Kenya as a whole is mourning a great son. It's another time that the KDF fraternity is mourning a hero. It's another time that the Luo community is mourning a hero. But I want to reiterate this and raise these pertinent questions that is seeking for clarification on the demise of our fallen hero, General FRANCIS. It has come untimely, and it is quite shocking. It is quite absurd, and it is quite saddening having recording this in the first Kenyan political history since Kenya attained her independence. It is quite ridiculous that we have never seen a general dying in duty. We have never seen a whole general, somebody of that great caliber, dying at that critical moment while in office. We have seen quite a number of people serving in the same docket, but they have survived upon their retirement, and they are happy celebrating with their families. My only worry as a Luo is that the death of General Ogola reminds us of the losses that us as Luo community we have been experiencing. Since independence, we saw the mysterious death of our great son Tom Mboya. We raised questions. Up to now, we have never been given answers of what went wrong with Mboya. It came to such a time that the rising star of the Luo community, Otieno Kajwang, was rising to be a great man in the Kenyan parliament. We saw Otieno going. Recently, we saw a great son of Luo community, our brother Msando. Msando went, and it went like that. And again, it came to such a time that Luo community was again sent into mourning when we lost a great son, Fidel. Today again, we are here. We have been sent back to go and mourn again. We are mourning a whole general. Our question is, why only Luos? And why only great sons of Luos? We saw Matiang'i serving in the same office with Magoha. But we saw Magoha going as soon as he left the office. We saw our great son, the former police commissioner, Honorable Edwin Nyaseda. Nyaseda left us immediately, he left the office. And therefore we are shocked. And it is with no fear that we ask what went wrong with the Luo community. And whom did Luo community wrong? We want to call upon our Luo elders. If they can call a meeting seeking for reconciliation, even if it is a matter of going to the gods of Luos, so that we can reconcile, even if it is a matter of calling a community prayer for the Luos, let us go back to God and pray, because we cannot be made to accept and move on that each and every time a Luo hero dies, we bury, life continues. Within no minute, we are again back to mourning. We are tired as a Luo community to be made to live in the mourning mood. We also need time to celebrate as a community. Just like other communities are celebrating. They are celebrating their retirees. What is wrong with the Luo community? Is it a fault to be born a Luo? We have seen, and now we are so much saddened. Why is it that we are losing our great men each and every now and again? We lost to Odhiambo Mbai. We lost to Uko. And up to now, you want to still make us to believe What is it that the Luo community did? We have been seeing great men from other communities. How often do we mourn in the Kalenjin community? How often do we mourn great men from the central community? How often do we mourn our great men from coast region? And how often do we mourn our great brothers from western community? Why only Luos? And therefore we want to make it clear to everybody who is listening to us today that the Luo community lives matter. We are also entitled to live. It is quite absurd that a mother is expecting, that a wife is expecting her husband to return back home, but that son never come back home. A community is waiting for their son to come back home so that we can usher him back home and say, you have done a great job. We are tired of ushering dead bodies. We also need to be given time to celebrate our guys and commend them for the good job that they did to this country. What wrong did Luos do? The reason as to why we cannot keep quiet is that we don't know who is next. If you want us to keep quiet, we will not keep quiet, because in our quietness, we don't know who is being prepared next. And we cannot live in a country whereby people live in fear, whereby people are not allowed to express themselves, whereby freedom is being sat on, thwarted and curtailed. We want to see a country whereby people are free, people live in joy. What is wrong in this country? That we cannot have a good news over our televisions. If you tune to your TV, it is accident today there, it is an accident today there, it's a burial today there. What is wrong? If we did wrong somebody, let's come, we are brothers, so that we can reconcile. If it is a matter of us, the community, having wronged God, let God forgive us. We cannot continue dying as a community every day and again. We are so much pissed off. We are so much touched. Losing a general is just not like losing a small child. And we are going to say no to any kind of death, whichever the community they are coming from. Let us live as brothers. And therefore, I'm finishing by sending my deepest condolence to the friends, to relatives, and to the family. I knew General personally, and we have interacted, and he has really given a hand. And therefore, standing here, it is so much touching. Personally, he had touched my life. And therefore, I don't have happiness. So let us learn to be our brother's keepers. Let us practice love. Kenya needs love. Let us live as a love community. Thank you.